Good morning. This is the Wild Swan Knit Shawl by Teasdale and Annalise Mairgaard. We are doing rows 85 today. So we left off last time in the warehouse district, right? It's nighttime. There's like shipping containers everywhere. They're in an alley and they see a shadow kind of like go into the light and come back out of the light. Like they're just like look like it. They weren't like trying to be creepy. It was just like an accidental shadow into the light. There's a kineticist in the area because Gray threw his dagger, or like quote unquote threw it, and he felt the same energy push his knife down back to the ground, falling. And then a voice comes out and says, "Hey, why don't you just stop being shy and come on over?" And when they go over, it's Mac, the knife, a taller dwarf-like man in a three-piece suit, looks super important, gives a nice big warm smile, and Gray does not seem to be super happy to see him, kind of creeped out. And yeah, so Asona's carrying Ironhawk on his back after Ironhawk was eaten by zombies. Yeah, a horde of them. And there is only Mac the knife there. There is no sign of a kineticist, and Gray knows that Mac is not a kineticist. So that's a thing. And so there is a gross warning or a morbid warning here. I'm going to be talking about a body that they found. And I don't know where I found this random generator or whatever. I can't remember where I found it. But I found one for doing like a murder scene. So like it has like dice rolling for cause of death and identity. So I thought that was really cool. So I used the random thing off that to determine how difficult it is to figure out cause of death and identity, what happened to them. So there's victim, cause of death, mystery, how long they died, who died, how did, like, there's like a whole bunch of stuff, and it was all randomly created, except for a few things where I just added my little flavors to it from the story already. So I rolled for an adult male, so I changed it to an adult female, things like that, right? Just to fit the thing. So warning, like it's quite gross, sorry. Anyways, so I didn't get them to roll anything for cause of death because Mac exhumed the body while standing there, and it's not his first time with a dead body. So he tells the group that it's a human female, and he goes like, "I'm guessing it's this girl that you're looking for, Tara. She's slightly decomposed, about 6 days. Yes, that's slightly decomposed. Gross. The thing is that Tara was dropped in this spot, or like she died not too long, like maybe just like a day or two ago. She was kidnapped, died, like probably killed the next day. So she's only been dead for about a day, maybe a day and a half. So it's really, really strange that she seems to be decomposed this much over such a short period of time. They found proof of electricity being the main cause of death, and it looks magical. There's a small residue of magic on the body, and it seems that there are marks of pre-death and after death. So she came back over and over again. After being electrocuted, they would bring her back and then kill her again. And in between all of this, they ate her organs. So she would be alive, they would eat her organs. She would be dead, they would eat her organs. And yeah, gross. Quite morbid. And yeah. And so, from my small amount of notes, because my brain is not very good at keeping my notes for some reason, we just finished playing another campaign. So now my brain is just filled with that campaign. Ha ha ha. So they get the information from this body. Mac's warehouse, he has a little warehouse in here. So they go to his one of his offices, and it happens to be in the warehouse. So they go in, they start up a contract because they want, both parties want each other help. Mac knows a lot of people and can pull a lot of strings, and the players can get stuff done. Like, that's a pretty damn good business. And not only that, but if the city is already in Mac's pocket, basically, right? He needs it all in his pocket. So of course he's going to try to wrangle the group into his pocket as well and try to pull a fast one on them. So from my notes, so Mac suggests a gravekeeper named Ray, who's able to raise the body up from the dead and make it basically look brand new, right? They don't like that idea. They don't like the fact that they're in debt to Mac, and as well, they don't want to raise the dead back. Now, during this time, Gray notices Paul's ghostly form blink in and out, and there's Paul in ghost form. And he's like, I want to be brought back! And Gray's like, he's telling me he wants to be brought back. And Asona and Meliodas are like, nah, bro, we don't do that. We no, we're going to lay him to rest. So Asona takes the bones of Ironhawk and coming up with an idea to turn his bones into some sort of ceremonial thing to honor the body and the person himself. So he actually comes up with a great idea to make a ceremonial blade or a sword. It's pretty freaking dope, actually. Ironhawk does go off and meet the necromancer, and the necromancer slices the soul connecting the ghost and the body and severs it. And while Asona is leaving, and I'll just leave it at that because I'm running out of room on this thing, so thanks for listening. Bye.